everyone. Welcome back.
It's the Spider Pals podcast.
Back with another episode.
I'm Addy.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Bman.
And today we're talking about Avengers Doomsday, Episode 2.
So Avengers Doomsday, since our last episode, has come out with 2 more trailers. Technically 3 officially, because when we talked about the Thor trailer, it wasn't out yet. The third trailer was the X-Men trailer, and the 4th trailer was the trailer with Shuri and Ben and the one guy, I can never pronounce his name, but he's in Wakanda. And then the other guy that's in Wakanda.
Namor.
Yeah, honestly, it was a little underwhelming, the last one was. I thought it was going to be a little more exciting when I heard the rumors, like, ooh, this will be exciting, this will be cool. But, I don't know, it just felt a little underwhelming. And also, there's multiple shots that looks like people have been cropped out. Because there's so many frames where they're very wide shots, and there's like, it's so obvious that other people should be standing around that person, whoever the frame's on at the time. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking they've done some editing like they did with the No Way Home trailer and the Infinity War trailer and all their trailers.
Basically,
to make us
every single trailer that a movie comes out with, where they
pretty much everything. I did see, as we're rumored to get 4 more. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet.
Whoa,
we're supposed to be getting 4 more.
I didn't know that.
I can't remember what the first 2 are a little skeptical in like what they will be rumored as. But the last 2, it's supposed to be about the TVA, and the other one is supposed to be about Doctor Doom. So,
okay.
That's what's currently rumored. It would be really cool to see some more trailers. It's rumored that there's going to be another, like the big Doomsday trailer is going to drop on, during the Super Bowl. Yeah, which makes sense because obviously that's when you should drop your trailers during the Super Bowl.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
I have to actually watch the Super Bowl now.
Yeah, no, literally. Well, they usually they release it at the Super Bowl, and then pretty much the same exact time they release it on YouTube. That's what a lot of like big media does. But I think it would be really cool. The last one that's rumored, the 4th one we're getting, is either going to be the Super Bowl one, and it's probably going to be all about Doctor Doom / like in a full extended like real trailer,
which we I'm actually also hoping, need. Because I was talking to Bravery the other night when we were playing Minecraft, and I was like, it's kind of like, at the beginning of class when the teacher takes attendance and, like, you're marking everyone that's there. That's all they're doing right now. Like, no one knows what the movie's actually
Class is not in session, just everyone's here.
Yeah, it's like, this one will be there, that person will be there, and this person, and then here's some stuff where they're yapping. But no one knows what the movie's actually going to be about. We just know it's something with Doom. We don't know what universe it's in.
Yeah.
We know Franklin probably plays into it somehow.
It's definitely.
But no one knows why. And
there's a lot of puzzle pieces.
There's a lot of blanks. So I'm very excited to get the actual trailer. And once that releases, we'll probably do another episode talking about Doomsday. Once that actually, because then we have an idea of what it's about. But some things that Zach noticed the other day, and I'll let you yap about it. But Robert Downey Jr. has the Tony Stark beard again.
Oh, yeah.
I saw on his Instagram pictures of him and Timothy Chalamet. I don't know if it's like for like some sort of promotion or if it's a movie or whatever, but he literally has the Tony Stark beard again, which I think is really cool. Could we see a Tony Stark variant, or maybe he just looks like that under the mask? Maybe it's a flashback. I don't know. The ideas are there. I think it would be really cool to see him come back. Especially if it's, with him being a little older, more of like gray beard, like he kind of did in Endgame. Mm-hmm. Like, what if it's flashbacks to Endgame, or it further explains what the Russo brothers confirmed about how Tony's snap in Endgame directly correlates to Doctor Doom. Yeah. They could maybe play out a scene like that. I think it would be super cool to see him come back. Obviously, we don't know enough now. He could have just grown it back just because, but I also find it a little interesting that Chris Evans, had long hair and a beard, shaved the beard off, cut his hair, and got all jacked again to be Steve. So it's just getting a little correlation there. Yeah. But I do think it's cool that the Russos have also confirmed as well recently that all the teasers or trailers that we've gotten, all the stuff we've gotten for Doomsday so far, they've come out and said that they are not actually teasers. They're not trailers. They're stories and clues for things that are going to be in Doomsday.
Yes, that's
and a lot of the stuff
we needed to talk about. Yeah.
Yes. And I have a couple theories about that. Well, the timestamps, there's like a little timestamp that is on the screen for a second before it goes down to the clock. And it kind of just looks like a, random, timestamp, right? Random numbers and whatnot. But it actually correlates to different movies, like specifically in Endgame and Infinity War. Like these different timestamps, if you look at them through all the different movies, there's certain like clues that you can decipher from each one. Like one of them, for example, is about Thor being captured. I know that's one of them. I haven't really looked into what each one means yet, but a lot of correlations and like drawbacks to Endgame. One of the timestamps is when it's in Infinity War when Tony says "Doctor" to Doctor Strange. So would be kind of cool if that all kind of ties together. If the Russo brothers throughout all these years have actually been dropping little hints and little clues all throughout. I also have another theory as well that I've seen some people do, but I've kind of modified it a little bit. Because I recently just binge watched all of Loki season 1 and Loki season 2. There's a lot of things in there, which it would have been cool to see Kang. Like, they set up something really good. But obviously, really excited we're getting Doctor Doom. But anyways, they need to definitely address how Doctor Doom is going to take care of the Kang and like Kang the Conqueror, He Who Remains, all of his variants, because that plays it's such a big part to the multiverse. Yeah. To not be able to see some form of like how Doctor Doom takes them all down, I think would be a little bit of a disappointment, a little bit of a missed opportunity. But one thing I was thinking about with Loki sitting at the tree. Right, is he can see all this occurring and happening, right?
The thing about Kang and Doctor Doom, I heard this one rumor that how they start the movie is Doctor Doom, like, similar to you. Do you guys remember back in Age of Ultron when Wanda was like to Tony, and he was like, I saw them all die, like they were just all dead. Someone said that it's going to be very similar to that, except Doctor Doom with all the Kang variants. Like, as a way to, one, get rid of Kang without making it some big dramatic story, because Kang is Kang. He's not that great of a character from what we've seen in
in Loki, he's really good.
Loki, he's good. But then
He Who Remains, the way he set up the TVA.
Quantumania Kang.
Quantumania Kang, we don't have to talk about
He got beat by ants.
We don't talk about that movie at all. One of the things was, like, that'll, put in perspective how strong Doom is as well. As a big shock factor.
I need the comic panel of him killing Thanos. That has to be in there.
Yeah,
it has to be.
I also saw a theory that Galactus might come back at some point. Because if you think about it, and I was just watching Fantastic Four with my parents last night, which was really fun because they were super invested into it. They put from their Earth, they moved Galactus as far away as possible, right? From their Earth. What about our Earth?
Yeah, far away for the Fantastic Four could be a bit too close to the MCU.
Also, if Doctor Doom and Galactus were to team up, which I don't know if that ever happened before, but, like, it could be one of those things kind of like, similar to Miguel and Spot, how you have these two, I mean, Miguel's not a villain, but he's pretty close, where it happens at the same time, and where it's, like, gets very confusing. I saw a theory where, like, something with Galactus could happen with that, too. And that's why Steve has to leave, because his universe is being attacked. And Captain America can't really stop Galactus, so. Like, that was another theory I saw where, like, Doom and all of them, that's why they move to, like, our universe or whatever. Bravery, do you have any theories about, like, what's gonna happen?
I've seen quite a few theories, but, like, none of my own.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I mentioned them, then, like, oh yeah, I saw that YouTube video. Like, they have been from pretty popular YouTubers. Like, there was one theory of Doctor Doom is just acquiring all potentially powerful children, right? Steve Rogers' son, Love, Thor's daughter, Franklin Richards. What's the next little child that's potentially super powerful that he's going to grab?
Cyclops' daughter because he gets with Jean. I can't remember. I'm not super familiar with the X-Men. Jean Grey, I can't remember if that's his daughter or his wife that he has the daughter with, but
I think it's his wife.
His kid. That's why he's probably taking off his visor and letting his full laser blast beam go off with all the Sentinels behind him, is because he probably, his kid probably got taken away.
Yeah.
That's one theory that I have seen.
That's a good theory, because also, there's all the Avengers kids. So there's Franklin, there's Steve's son. Morgan isn't super powered, but she's probably super smart. And then Billy and Tommy both have superpowers. Then what Zach just said. And then Love. And Thor's son. If that... Whatever happens with that. No one knows.
Thor's daughter, you mean?
No, I
Hulk.
think...
Sorry,
No,
I meant...
Hulk's son. Yeah.
You know what I meant, guys.
Little Black Panther at the end of Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
That's why the Wakandans are there.
9 kids that could just... That's actually, like, a pretty sound theory, too. Like, I don't know why he would be doing it, but I'm sure he has his reasons.
Well, if Galactus wanted Franklin in First Steps because he had the power to, like, succeed and replace Galactus. Mm-hmm. So, potentially, maybe Doom is looking for a successor as well. And he just has 9 different options.
In the comics, he uses Franklin to create Battleworld.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's part of the reason. Why.
As a catalyst of sorts?
He uses his power to create it. Okay. Because of the eternity life force thing that he has.
No, it's the power cosmic.
Yeah, that.
Eternity is love.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Love has eternity's power.
Yeah.
You know how Silver Surfer was like a scout, kind of? Like, it could be something similar to that as well. But also, another thing is, remember how in the first Avengers, we were like, oh, Loki's the main bad guy, and it turned out to be Thanos? What if we were like, oh, Galactus is the bad guy? Turns out to be Doctor Doom, and that's why Doctor Doom came to Fantastic Four's universe, because them removing Galactus disturbed something in his chain of power, and then... he, like, came to inspect himself. How does one find a Franklin? Like, do you just tell the universe, where's this kid? And then they go and, like, it's one baby.
Yeah. The only thing that could object to that would be the Doctor Doom we see in the post-credit scene is just from the Fantastic Four's universe, right? That's just the Doctor Doom of the Fantastic Four's universe. And he didn't come from anywhere else.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see if there's only one Doctor Doom or if there's multiple, because throughout the comics it is established that there's only one Galactus. There's not multiple like Galacti. Is that how you say it? Galacti. Yeah. There's only one Galactus, so I'd be curious if there's only one Doctor Doom, which I wouldn't be surprised if there was only one like true Doctor Doom, because if the sacred timeline and like how most of time is supposed to go, Tony Stark becomes Iron Man every single time. Tony's from the comics, he's adopted. They could play it off as adopted from Latveria, becomes Doctor Doom. Like in that universe, they never got adopted and became Doctor Doom from there. Could play off of something like that. But yeah, I would definitely be curious to see if... I would imagine there will only be one Doctor Doom in Doomsday. I don't think there'll be multiple or even multiple variants. I would imagine. I think the narrative would play better, too, if there only was one Doctor Doom, just like there's only one Galactus. I think it would make a little bit more sense. Or they could maybe play it off. Maybe there were multiple Doom variants, but this is like the most powerful, and he killed all of his Doom variants, just like he killed all of King's variants. Like, could play something off like that. And then what I was talking about with Loki and the multiversal tree, because he's sitting at the end of time with the whole multiverse, so he can see all this going on. I don't know if the Russos confirm this or if there's just people's theory, but the theory is the countdown to Doomsday is not actually when Doomsday is. Doomsday has already happened in the multiverse. It's already occurred. So the entire countdown to Avengers Doomsday, when we get to go see it in theaters and get to go watch it for the first time, that is like the point of no return. Like Doomsday has already happened, and there could be multiple like ways of going back in time skipping, all of this multiversal stuff to fix Doomsday. But at the point that we as an audience get to watch it, Doomsday is at the point where it's no going back. Like it is set in stone, it can no longer go back, which could only happen at the end of time. Because just like in Loki season 1, when Kang knew everything that was going to happen up until the point where Loki and Sylvie were in his office with him.
Yeah.
To the very last point, like before he gets killed. Because he knew that that was all going to happen, right? He gets killed. So that way, once he gets killed, it's infinite possibilities since then. Nothing's set in stone, nothing's written. So if that idea, what the Russos have suggested and what other people have theorized is true, that there's the point of no return is watching Avengers Doomsday, I would imagine it would have to end to some degree with Loki no longer being on the multiversal throne or tree at the end of time. I'm assuming, because in order to create Battle World, it's just the destruction of the multiverse, bringing it all together into one world. Obviously, with Loki at the throne, that can't happen. So Doom is going to have to dethrone Loki in some way, shape, or form. Which, I was talking about you with this the other day. This would be really cool to end the movie off like this, because we know Tom Hiddleston's going to be on it in the movie because of the chairs. Okay, what if he's only in it at the very end for a little bit, and the movie ends with Doctor Doom walking up some sort of magical staircase up to Loki in the tree, and that's how Doomsday ends. It just ends with Doom defeating all the Avengers, Fantastic Four, Wakandans, X-Men, all of that, and because they're all trying to defend Loki. And what if like him and Thor have like this massive battle at the end, like Thor's trying to protect Loki, and it ends with not Thor dying. I don't think Thor's going to die, but Doom gets rid of Thor somehow, gets him away, and the movie ends with Doom walking up a staircase and you see Loki up there looking down at Doom as he's coming up. Because Loki, I would imagine, knew that was going to happen too. Because if he can see the multiverse, unless it plays in the theory that because maybe Doom coming to Loki at the end of time, Loki can't see what happens because that's all in the present. Because the end of time, in a sense, is unwritten, and it is the true just present of what the end of time is, because nothing past the end of time is written. So Loki, I don't think, would be able to see that Doctor Doom was going to be coming for him, because Doctor Doom, in a sense, when he's there going for Loki, he can't see that was going to happen because Doom himself is in the end of time with Loki. So he couldn't have seen past that point because it's the true present. I don't know. That was one idea in theory that I had running through my mind as I'm rewatching Loki and Loki season 2.
Yeah.
Especially with all the time skipping that Loki does throughout the show. I think that would be kind of cool if Doom can do a similar thing, which would make sense with all of his magic and technology. I think it would be really cool to see that, but that would be quite the cliffhanger. Just kind of
if that happens, I'm gonna be very upset. I can't do it again. Like Infinity War. Infinity War destroyed me.
Because Infinity War, you had to wait an entire year. It was a full year from Infinity War with a snap to Endgame to see it resolve. So what if they play out Avengers Doomsday, they end the scene with like Doom walking up to Loki, and it ends. Yes, we'll get 2 post-credit scenes after that, but it ends with Doom walking up to Loki, and we don't get to see that resolved until a year later in Secret Wars. That would be kind of cool.
So, so what movies follow Doomsday? Besides Secret Wars, what movies do we know follow?
I'm honestly...
Are there any? Wait.
I don't know. Because I think there's the Wonder Man show that's coming out this year.
That looks really good, honestly.
It does look neat.
It's a television, though, so I don't think it connects to anything.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
We'll see.
And there's Vision Quest, but I'm pretty sure that's a TV show. I don't think there's actually another.
Vision Quest, I think, focuses on Billy and Tommy, so it might play.
And White Vision from WandaVision, yeah. So that would be kind of interesting to see, because I think it's just Avengers Doomsday and then
a year Secret Wars.
Obviously, we're getting Beyond the Spider-Verse in 2027, which is next year, which will be maybe if they don't delay it again.
All we have right now from Marvel that is confirmed for movies to come up is Avengers Doomsday, Brand New Day, Beyond the Spider-Verse, and Secret Wars. That's all that's confirmed.
Yeah,
and Secret Wars is already planned a year. They might pull another Infinity War thing. If they do,
right, exactly.
I can't do that again.
I would imagine Secret Wars is already going to start filming this year at some point.
They might already be filming. They honestly might be filming both of them at the same time to confuse fans.
They could.
That would
I
be
mean, I
really
think-
smart too.
I think that's what they kind of did a similar thing with Loki, the Loki series. They were filming a lot of the same things at the same time.
Yeah.
Which if y'all as an audience haven't watched Loki, you definitely need to before watching Doomsday because it's definitely going to play a huge part.
Definitely.
You two need to rewatch it because
I am in the
down.
middle of rewatching it, but season 2 makes me sob every time. And with it being my senior year, the whole like when he sits and he's like, "Just let time pass."
oh my gosh,
eyes
that
out.
line is so good.
I
know. It's
I
so
cry
good.
every time. It's a beautiful soundtrack. Loki.
Oh, the sound.
It's like Marvel outdid themselves with it, and honestly, Loki's character is such just a beautiful arc of his character.
It is
from start to finish. It was. Just, I could talk about that for hours.
Yeah, it is by far the best Marvel show out of them all. Season 2 like surpassed season 1 even for me. Like that is so good, so well done, and then especially as at the end too, before he goes to take the throne, his line that he says is the same line he says to Thor, like for you, for all of it. It's so well done. Absolutely love it.
I'm excited to see how Bob plays into it. I saw a theory that Bob sacrifices himself in a sense, because he's kind of useless right now. He's also insanely powerful, so it's like if he is going to be used, he kind of has to die after. If it's like a whole.
Here's a theory that me and a buddy from work were actually talking about the other day. We haven't seen this anywhere. We just thought about it. So he uses Franklin. Doom in the comics uses Franklin, his power, to create Battleworld. Now, in the comics, they use the Human Torch. He uses the Human Torch's ability and power to power all of Battleworld. Like he is like at the core of Battleworld to give everything power.
Which that honestly kind of would.
Which
make
could
sense.
happen.
Or like Johnny kind of like in Fantastic Four, he just kept trying to sacrifice himself for Franklin. So if Franklin were ever to be taken and Johnny would find a way there, that would be like a way. Okay, that would make sense.
Or the theory we were talking about is what if Doom, instead of Johnny, he uses the void, like the Sentry, to power all of Battleworld. Like that would also be kind of cool as well.
That would be.
I do want to see a Sentry versus Doom fight. I don't want to see Doom win somehow, like because that would solidify it all, just like how powerful this guy is.
They have to deal with him because he's like the Marvel version of Superman, but without the kryptonite part, right?
Yeah.
So if you kill Sentry, you have the Void to deal with. So he's just a bit overpowered.
I'm pretty sure if you kill Bob when he's Bob, it doesn't do anything. I think he has to be Sentry, right? Like it has to be.
He's always Sentry. He said sometimes he has good days and sometimes he has bad days. And
no, he has three.
The Void comes out whenever he's like quote unquote knocked out.
Well, he has three like Moon Knight. He has Bob, the Sentry, and the Void.
Yeah.
Because that's why he can't bend Walker's shield back. Because they made a joke at the end, like bend my shield back. He's like, because he said you can't have Sentry without the Void. Like those two are not individually. They're exclusive. They have to be together.
Okay.
So.
Bob himself is Bob, and he has control to turn into the Sentry. He just refrains from it.
I wouldn't be surprised if for most of Doomsday he is just Bob, and then in a moment of desperation, like he has to turn into the Sentry again to fight Doom.
I think it's going to be very similar to how in the beginning of Infinity War, when Thanos and Thor and Hulk were all like there, and you saw the Hulk get scared. And that, like, really scared fans. I think it's going to be a similar thing with Doomsday, with Doom and Sentry, too. Because if Sentry were to bleed while he's Sentry, that'd freak me out, honestly. Because that dude is
that'd be kind of scary. I know we don't really cover DC, but the Batman Part 2, Sebastian Stan has been cast in that. And a lot of people are scared, like, okay, does that mean that he's not going to be... Like, Bucky's going to die because he's going to be in this new role for 2027? He could film both. But dude, you can't kill Bucky.
Does he have time to film both? Let's be honest. I saw that Scarlett Johansson was also in it. They're playing a couple, which I'm excited just because I love them as like a duo. But I'm scared they're gonna kill Bucky, and I will cry a lot, and I'll be very sad about it. Bucky might end up like sacrificing himself for Steve's son or something. That or for Walker. I could see something like that happening, like as a redemption kind of thing for like. Walker in a sense. Like their friendship hit, I don't know how to explain it. But it's kind of like Tony and Steve, how they had this whole rivalry up into Endgame. And then like when Tony died and took the knee and like I don't know how to explain it. It's in my head, but like something very similar of like they kind of were frenemies the entire time, but then when it comes to like who would sacrifice themselves, or like it could be the other way around as well.
There is one theory that has a 100% success rate track record. If Hawkeye's not in this movie, they're gonna lose.
And he might not be in it.
But if he's in Secret Wars, they're gonna win.
I think
Because
Hawkeye's
every
gonna
Avengers
die.
battle that Hawkeye isn't in, they lost.
I think they're gonna
And then
kill
when
him.
he shows up, they win.
I think they're gonna kill him in Doomsday, and then everyone's gonna be scared for Secret Wars.
But if they kill Hawkeye, then it's just Hulk and Thor. I feel like they would kill Hulk off before Hawkeye.
Hulk is hard to kill, and also Hawkeye, I love him, but he's getting old. Like the character is like he has hearing aids. Like all of Hawkeye, all of Hawkeye the season, he was like, I don't want to say he was struggling to keep up. He was still very like, but
Yeah.
like, he was tired and like he's also only human. So I think if anyone out of the OG6 is gonna die, it's gonna be Clint. But if anyone out of the like older Avengers, like it would be Bucky. Like Bucky and Clint are the two that are like I think are on the chopping block right now. Just because also Jeremy Renner with his personal injuries, I don't know how much stuff he's willing to actually do. And both of those characters would be a very big like sacrifice to shock the fans and put in perspective like how Doom can literally murder everyone. That would suck, but
oh, here's another thing too that I thought was interesting. In Loki season 2, they actually I saw a video about this and then I rewatched season 2 to make sure it was legit.
Mm-hmm.
But Mobius literally talks to Loki about when his whole speech about like choosing his, you don't choose comfort, you have to just choose your burden, which is really cool. But he was talking about it could have been our Doctor Doom that we're going to see, or it could have been a variant, because it's a kid who's going to be responsible for thousands and thousands of deaths, and they had to go prune him. And he said it was the kid who was just with his brother fishing and whatnot, like completely innocent. But he's off the coast of the Black Sea is what he called it. And the Black Sea in the comics, that's where Latveria is. So in a sense, they already addressed that Doctor Doom does exist already in the MCU to an extent. That could have just been one of his variants, or that could have been,
I just realized this because I watched Fantastic Four last night. You know when Sue is having that big meeting with all of the worlds about like the resources being shared, and also just from the beginning, that country, however you say it,
Latveria
wasn't there. They weren't there at all. They were never mentioned, but it showed an empty seat, which I was watching it last night. I'm like, that's important, but it isn't really mentioned in the movie.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely be very excited to see the more trailers as they come out, talk about it more throughout the rest of the year, theorize more, pick up connections for other movies. It's gonna be great. Like I think just the whole Marvel community, everyone as a whole, it's gonna build. Just hype is gonna keep growing and building something bigger, and Doomsday is gonna be. Like I said in the last episode for Doomsday, I think it has the potential to be even bigger than Endgame.
Yeah. It already is becoming bigger than Endgame. If you think about it.
In a sense,
with the trailers, Endgame, if I remember, because I was also in 5th grade, it was just like, boom. It was like, you've been waiting, here it is. But then Doomsday is like, dun, 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 dun. Like,
here's a little,
dun,
and
dun,
here's a little,
dun.
and here's a little more, and here's a little more. Oh. There you guys go. You gotta figure it out.
Get some wall space and some red string. We'll connect them.
Yeah.
That's basically what these episodes are. We're just like, hey, let's just connect all of this stuff. That's all for today's episodes.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Be sure to swing by and check out the rest of our episodes.
Catch y'all in the next one. Bravery.
Yeah, well,
Stop touching the mouse.
No.
You clearly cannot see the cursor, but I can.
You can.
My lenses are far superior to yours.
You see it.
Stop. No, you just closed the meeting out.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No,
I
I
can
didn't.
see you guys still.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That was not the meeting.
Give me the mouse. Just give me. Okay, click on this box right here. You see my fingers?
Yeah.
Move the cursor right there.
Welcome to the Spider Pals podcast.
Welcome to today's episode. And then he's like, don't be scared. And I'm like, oh, okay, says the person that wears a mask all the time.
I want
And then you said, why Miles Davis? Because that's my name.
Guys, I lost aura.
You did? My mask that I wore in our first season honestly made me lose all aura I ever even had.